Good morning, everybody. Hey, we're working on a 1999 F-150. You notice the tires are flat. I let the air out of the tires so I can get into the engine compartment a little bit easier because I'm 6'5", but it's still a pain in the butt. Okay, we come in here today. We've had an intake manifold gasket leaking for a long time. It's leaking oil out the back, running down the back, and causing it to get on the exhaust and causing it to smoke like hell. So I got tired of it several months later. There's what it looks like all tore apart. You're definitely going to want to remove your alternator and the intake, obviously. There's your alternator. Take off all your top pieces. This here is obviously real easy to get to. Just a couple bolts in there, holds that on there. Unpop that, unclip that screw up there at the top. Take that off. Take your upper bolt off. See, mine was already off because the exhaust manifold leak I've already had. That's already off. If not, you'll have to take it off here or take it off here and down there, that EGR. But mine was already off and easy to get to, so I just did it that way. And you'll want to take that off. There's 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes right on top of the intake. You pop that off. Then you'll pop all the other bolts out. It's in here in this messy garage. But here's the intake. There's what that looks like on top. I went ahead and cleaned everything, that's why it's so nasty. But there's where those 4 bolts go. You'll either have to cut your heater hose or take it out of there, and it's just too much work. I cut mine when I replaced the heater core last year, and I just put a clamp on there to get that off of that side. You're going to want to take all your injectors out. Injectors bolt to this side piece right here. There's a bolt there, a bolt there, a bolt there, and a bolt there. Then I spray a little bit of white lithium grease down in the holes of the injectors. The injector holes, I'll spray just a little bit of white lithium grease in there to help them come out a little bit easier, a little bit smoother. So you're going to want to take off those bolts down in there. There's 8 of them. You really don't have to, but I did mine. It's for that the lower intake, which is over here cleaning in our trash hole. We're removing carpet in our house today also. This goes on the bottom, and I was cleaning it, getting some of the crap out of it. This is the lower intake. It sits in here like so. And you want to unclip that clip, it goes to it right there. That goes right there, just clips in there. But you're going to want to definitely clean that because there's going to be like oily stuff in there. But this one's not horrible. But other than that, I'm cleaning it anyway. You take this fuel rail off. Here's the bolt there, bolt there, bolt there on the other side. I tried to remove the fuel lines. As you can see, the fuel line separators are still on there. I got one off and couldn't get the other one off, so I went ahead and just removed it while it was on the vehicle and put it to the side. And here's the white lithium grease. This is what I spray in the fuel injectors. Just cheap stuff at Ollie's, $2, whatever works. You're going to take the bolts are going to include the thermostat housing, which goes here for your intake bolts. Then there's 2 bolts way in the back that are a pain in the ass. Actually, 1 bolt in the back. There's 1 back there that's a pain in the ass to get to. But as you can see, there's only 1 back here. There's only 1 bolt back in there, not 2. See, here's the behind, just that one. And then there's one on this side. You gotta take these out. There's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, there. And then there's two up here for your, that's for your thermostat housing. Here's your other bolts all through there. This is for your injector holes, which I cleaned those all up. Then when I got it all apart, I took this right here to clean everything. That's a green 3M wheel. I use that, and I also use these little buffing wheels right here. I use these buffing wheels. They're really good. Helps knock the big debris off. There's what they look like. I just use those to knock the big debris off, and then hit it with this right here. Just hit it with that right there. It works really good. But we're in the process of getting all this put back together. I just wanted to make a quick video. You are going to have to remove these two bolts here too. These are for, I forgot. You have to take the alternator out of the alternator brackets here. There's a couple other bolts that go here. I screwed them back in so I don't lose them. A couple more that go here you got to take out. I took it out for no reason. I don't know why I took it out. I was thinking there was a bolt down there. But other than that, that's the deal. When you have an intake gasket leaking oil, it leaks out the back, drains right down on the exhaust, and guess what? You get smoke, and it smokes like hell, and it's the threat of catching it on fire. So it's just easy to replace it. It's not easy, but it's a challenge. Here is the heater hose that I cut and made when I replaced my heater core. That's the bottom back hose that goes on the intake. There's several other hoses here that you've got to remove. Like there's all your vacuum hoses to your boosters. And then you're just going to replace and put new gaskets on there. After you clean everything, take your little buffer wheels and clean everything up nice. And I've got the intake. I got everything all cleaned up, ready to go back together now. If you guys have any questions, here's where those bolts go to. They go right to that. They go right to there. That's for your mass airflow. Or not, oh, what the hell is that? I can't think what that's called right now. But anyway, your belt. I got a Serpentine belt tool. Makes life easy. It's a Mac. Nice Mac Serpentine belt tool. Makes it real nice to get into. Real long. Has an extension on it. Like that. Looks like that. Comes with this set right here. So it makes it real nice. You have all your tools. There's your thing. You put it down in there in the groove and just push it, and it releases the belt. And then you put everything back on. Put it back together. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll get to you as soon as I can. I usually check my video comments on a daily basis, so if you leave a comment, it will post immediately and I will see it. So until then, don't forget to subscribe, and you guys have a great day.